Good morning from the Carson Ranger District of the Toiyabe or Humboldt-Toiyabe National Forest, which is, I learned yesterday or the day before yesterday, the largest national forest in the lower 48 outside of Alaska. And it comprises 6.3 million acres? I don't even remember. It's huge. Anyway, it's spread out over, I think, 7 different ranger districts in California and Nevada. Oh my goodness. So I'm overlooking now Hope Valley, and over there is Carson Pass. Yay, it's beautiful. I'll be driving past there tomorrow. Today, I'll be going into Hope Valley off of the Carson Scenic Byway, which is State Route 88, going through the Sierra Nevada south of the Lake Tahoe Basin. Oh my gosh, it's just beautiful out here. I dispersed camped off of Burnside Road, off of 88, down there. I pretty much just bushwhacked my way up here, looking for some LTE to check in because there's no cell service where I was. I believe that's one of the forks of the Carson River down there. Ooh, there's a bunch of lakes further down valley, including Tamarack Lake, which is a campground that I probably stayed at when I hiked the PCT. Oh my goodness, it is just gorgeous up here. At any rate, I pretty much just bushwhacked my way up here from about 500 feet down. There was like a little bump right behind my campsite, so I walked up there looking for cell service. And I got one little dot of LTE, so I thought, oh, there's still more hill, I'll keep going. Well, there's still more to go. Actually, if you keep going that way, then you end up peaking out on Pickett's Peak. I'm not gonna do that because I'm not even dressed. I don't have like my puffy on. I'm gonna be hot. I didn't bring any water. I just came up to like try and text somebody. But oh my gosh, once I saw what I could possibly, like the view from up here, I just kept going. But I wanted to share it with you. That's Stevens Peak there. And that one I think is Waterhouse Peak. I'm not sure. And then Highway 88 goes back that way into the Great Nevada Basin. Just gorgeous out here, and a perfect time to come through this area. Today is October 1st. As you can see from the yellow splotches out there, the aspen are beginning to turn for the fall. Oh, just a beautiful day in the Sierra Nevada. Okay, so an important thing when you're exploring off trails or whatever, I'm not on a trail, I just wandered up this mountain, is to have a mapping device, a compass, a map, whatever. I'm using Gaia right now. I got plenty of phone charge, and I'll be charging the phone again today when I drive down into the valley. Mark where you're going, because it's not like you can always just walk a straight line there. I actually scrambled across a boulder field to get up here. At some point in that boulder field, someone stuck a PVC pole in it in the middle of nowhere, which was weird, and there were some cairns around it. I'm not sure what that was for, because there weren't any trails nearby there either that I could see. At any rate, the best line to get back, or to get to where you're going, or to get back to where you've been, is not necessarily a straight line. You can usually tell what the best line is. You just have to stop a lot, look around, look for the safest way to get there, especially when you're doing scrambling across boulder fields. But yeah, mark your spot so that you can always navigate your way back to it, because if I was just wandering around the trees, I could walk towards the noise in the road, but that would still make me pretty far away from my car once I got back to the same elevation level as I was when I started my little off trek trail adventure here. All right, well, unless I haven't got to it yet, I could have sworn I would have passed it by now. because I do remember this beauty and that badass on my way up, but I thought I hit them before the boulder field, so I may have missed it. At any rate, here a little extra pro tip for cross country. Now, I definitely look at the map a lot. Like, I check and make sure that I'm on the right track, at least in general, every few minutes, frankly. But if it's sunny out, one thing you can do is, so my van is pretty much straight that way, but you can't see it, it's still down, there's no trail. So, I mean, in addition to marking the location, I'm basically heading to just that Stevens Peak there, towards that sort of saddle down in between that and the next little hump up there. You can also, if it's sunny, notice where your shadow is relative to the line you're trying to go. So that way, as long as my shadow is pretty much right there right now for the next little bit, you know, then I'm headed in the right direction. Okay, so I literally took like, I don't know, I was just right there when I was talking because I was looking at those two giant trees, which are beautiful, and talking about how to find your way across country when there's no trail and you're just sort of marking landmarks or bushwhacking or whatever. At any rate, there's the van and there's my shadow. So basically, just hold your shadow or hold a line. That's Stevens Peak there. There's the saddle is behind those trees. But I'm not lost. Yay! That's the whole point. All right, still on the Carson Ranger District of the Humboldt-Toiyabe National Forest. I came down Blue Lakes Road, which is actually a really beautiful road. Oh my goodness, I can't recommend it enough. It's a nice scenic ride. Saw bicyclists, lots of cars, very scenic. Anyway, I turned off to Tamarack Lake Road because there's a trailhead for the PCT just up the road, maybe less than a quarter mile, probably like maybe a tenth, 2/10. Anyway, I just saw a forest cop at the trailhead. He came in to use the pooper. And so I took advantage of the opportunity to ask if I could camp at Tamarack Lake because I wasn't sure about like if there were any restrictions for that. He said he thought I could, so I'm gonna roll with it. See if I can find myself a place at the lake for tonight. Holy hell. Now this is what I'm talking about. I passed Tamarack Lake. It looked a little, well, they're all dry. Look how low they are. You can see the water line where it's supposed to be. It's October. It's actually October 1st. So no surprise that there's less water in the lakes. But I believe this is Upper Summit Lake. You have to pass through a little corner of the El Dorado National Forest to get here. But oh my God, this is amazing. Awesome view. I think I might stay here 2 nights because damn. And it just gets, you know, behind me ain't too ugly either. Look at this. I'm totally gonna mark this spot. Holy smokes. I am so glad I have new all-terrain tires because the road out here was definitely pretty gnarly in parts, especially this last bit. But oh my God. Entirely worth it. It is just gorgeous out here. It's beautiful. I'm gonna kick it. I'm gonna make this my home, I think, for at least tonight, maybe tomorrow too. So much exploring to do in this part of the Sierra. Okay, I'm liking this spot more and more. Not only is it just surrounded by awesomeness, there's also 2 to 3 bars of Verizon LTE. Nice. It's a little popular though, like practically right after I parked, 3 like off-roaders came by. Apparently this is a popular area to pee. Ah, so beautiful. I believe that's Upper Sunset Lake or Upper Summit Lake. Not sure. I should probably check before I start shouting things out. Oh, God, it's gorgeous out here. I love the Sierra. Oh my God, look at this beautiful spot. I had totally planned to move again today and do some more exploring of the Carson District of the Humboldt-Toiyabe National Forest. But damn, man, this place is just amazing. And I've had it to myself pretty much the entire time. Look at that bad boy. Ah, that is a sexy tree. Yeah, no one here all day. I've heard a couple of people early this morning, actually, and some dude came and parked down by the lake last night, but he bailed this morning. So I literally have had this all to myself all day. So yeah, I didn't move. I did see one little critter, a little chipmunk type thing came up. I just wanted to show you that over there. I don't know what that is, but I like it. Mountain got a big old butte. Just gorgeous. And it's nice to see the colors starting to change a little bit. This has been a magical, magical stop. I'm going to be sad to leave tomorrow. I hope the tires make it out okay like they did on the way in. It was a little bit rough. It was a little gnarly. I mean, look at that. That looks like it could be fun to climb.